Now let us discuss about closure of an attribute. Closure of an attribute is the set of attributes which can be determined by X. Here X is an attribute, a single attribute or a collection of attributes which are present in the relation R. Then X plus denotes closure of the attribute X. Closure of an attribute will gives the set of attributes which can be determined by X. Here we have three examples. Let us solve the first example. R of A comma B comma C. Here the relation mainly contains three attributes A, B, C. Three functional dependencies are given. Here this closure is mainly useful in order to find the candidate key as well as super key. We will see that in the next video. So let us find the closure of A as well as closure of B. Next, closure of A means A determines itself. So A. Next, here we have A. A determines B. If we have A, then we can determine what is B. So B. Next, here we have B. B can determine C. Next, here we have C. C can determine D. So the closure of A is A, B, C, D. Next, let us find the closure of B. B can determine itself. So B. Next, let us see here. B can determine C. C. Here we have C implies D. C can determine D. Next, let us solve the second example. Here the relation totally contains 5 attributes. 4 functional dependencies are given. Let us find the closure of A, D, B, C. Here we can find the closure for a single attribute or a set of attributes. Here we have A determines BC. We can decompose this functional dependency into 2. First dependency is A determines B. Second dependency, A determines C. Decomposition. Let us find A plus. The closure of any attribute is itself. A can determine, here we have A. A can determine B as well as C. So let us write B and C. BC, here BC, B as well as C combinedly can determine DE. Here we have B as well as C. If we have only B, then we can't write DE. If we have only C, then we can't write DE. Here we have both B and C. Here B and C combinedly determining DE. So we can write D comma E. Next, here we have D. D can determine F. Here we have C as well as F. So CF can determine G. So this is nothing but the result of A plus, the closure of A. Next, let us find the closure of D. D can determine itself. So D comma. Next, here we have D. D can determine F. Next, DF, left hand side. So there is no functional dependency. D already F is written. Here we have CF, but C is not there. So this is the result. The closure of D is DF. Now let us find BC plus. We can write this as like this also. BC plus. B comma C plus or BC plus. Both are same only. BC plus or BC plus. We can use parenthesis or not. It is our choice. Both have the same meaning. The closure of B and C. So the closure of BC is B and C itself. Next, here we have BC. BC combinedly can determine D comma E, DE. So DE. Next, here we have D. D can determine F. Here we have C as well as F. CF can determine G. So this is the result. Next, let us solve this example. Here the relation is containing 5 attributes. Next, some functional dependencies are given. Let us find A plus. The closure of A is itself A. Here we have A. A can determine B. Here we have B. B can determine C. Here we have C. C can determine D. Here we have D. D can determine E. Next, let us find AD plus. So we can write this as like this also. Both have the same meaning. Both are same only. So closure of AD. So first self attributes A comma D. Next A, here we have A. A can determine B. Here we have B. B can determine C. Here we have C. C can determine D. Already we have D. There is no need to write D one more time. Here we have D. D can determine E. Next, let us find B plus, closure of B. So the closure of B is itself. B can determine itself. Next, here we have B. B can determine C. Here we have C. C can determine D. Here we have D. D can determine E. Next, let us find the closure of CD. So first self attributes C comma D. Next, C can determine D. Already D is written. Next, D. Here we have D. D can determine E. So this is the result. So likewise, we can solve any problem very easily.